I mean, I'm sitting with two, I would say, two of my closest friends that are musical connoisseurs in a sense. Know music well, can talk about music. So I'm pretty excited to reveal my list to you guys. And the way we're gonna do it is we have five moods. Tell me if I'm getting them wrong. Excitement, like excited, hype music. Happy music, like you kind of want to dance around, just have fun. Nostalgic, sad, and then kind of a catch-all psychedelic, lifey music, as Nathan describes it. I feel like that's where that category is where Nathan will shine. Um, but Nathan, why don't you talk a little bit about your musical background? I mean, you're just a jack of all trades. Like, what kind of instruments do you play? Who are some of your biggest musical influences?
Yeah, I love music. I love classic rock, as you talked about before.
You love it, you breathe it.
I love it. My entire room. I mean, I could spin the camera on. Beatles, Beatles, Beatles. Man, I got Let It Be album right here. I got everything. So love classic rock. I play the keys, play drums, sing, and I'm learning guitar and absolutely love music. I don't know. I feel this connection to 60s, 70s classic rock. I
Hmm.
just feel this connection. I listen to it and I don't know. I feel like it just makes sense. It's just the best.
Yeah, dude. Sam, we have this joke with our roommates that like some people believe in reincarnation.
Yeah.
Nathan was definitely like a 50s, 60s comic book store owner because you also collect comics.
Yeah.
But like you love like whenever we go to like any kind of small business, like it could be a restaurant, it could be any like he loves like chatting up with the owner.
Yeah.
Like we went to this. There's this gas station. Like let's be honest, Nathan. Just purely like first impression. Obviously, we love it, but like just kind of like your run of the mill kind of gas station. There's like an Indian guy running the place, and it's called Mister Orange. And this guy like he would just be like, "What's up, man? What's up, man? What's up, man?" That's all he would say like every time. And Nathan, you would think this guy was like Nathan's best man in his wedding. He just loved that fucker, loved him to death.
I think I might ask him. I think about him a lot.
Mr. Orange,
Mr. Orange
dude,
he's something else.
that's sick. That's sick. And then Nathan, two other questions I have for you. Like on average, our second semester because we were roommates, college roommates. It's particularly second semester.
Roommates.
Yeah, more than lovers. Second semester, this past semester, on average, how many hours of music how many hours a day would you say you practice music?
Well, considering my hardest class was yoga and mysticism, I had a lot of free time. I only had three classes, and the second hardest class was stress reduction, which, by the way, the final was stressful. In case anyone's wondering.
Exam reduction of stress class. Here's the final. That's crazy. So how many hours?
So, my academic workload was nothing. So I just basically hang out and play music all day. So hours, maybe
like 6,
like 2 to 6 hours a day.
I would say it's 6 at least.
Yeah, you heard me just fucking going crazy.
Yeah, dude, I love like this is gonna sound like I'm not complimenting you, but it is. We'll just come back, like just closing my eyes a little bit, trying to take a nap. You just hear it in the back, just all day. I loved it. It's just like I wish I loved anything as much as you love playing guitar, Nathan. Like it's insane. If I could do anything for 6 hours, like that's a life well lived, I would say. Yeah. And then we have a home friend here, Sam Ross. Great taste in music. Big, I would say, you obviously love 60s, 70s, but you add a little grunge taste in there, a little bit more 80s, 90s. Talk a little bit about your music tastes, what concerts maybe you've been to, and why you think you're qualified to be on this episode today.
I mean, to be honest with you, sitting here with Nathan, I feel a little bit unqualified.
No.
I
because
mean,
you
he
know
makes
this
everyone feel qualified.
because this guy is fucking playing instruments, all the instruments you can think of. But no, my music taste, I feel like it's definitely a very broad spectrum.
Hmm.
Um, I think I first kind of started listening to music, and it was a lot of classic rock stuff. I really got into classic rock, and then definitely kind of started to get into different genres and more current stuff um, as the years have gone on. Because I don't know, just there's only so much classic rock you can listen to, I guess.
Mm.
And then although I guess Nathan would probably disagree because that's kind of your go-to.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I listen to classic rock mostly. I listen to some grunge, I'd say, like 90s, 2000s stuff,
Alice
like
in Chains.
Weezer, Chili Peppers, like those guys. Um,
You saw Weezer, right? In
yeah,
concert?
yeah. I saw Weezer in concert. That was
Mm.
awesome. I saw Weezer in concert. I've seen Fleetwood Mac in concert, and I've seen Steely Dan in concert.
A classic Sam Ross look is those. You have those Nike sweatshorts and then that Fleetwood Mac with the penguin on it.
Yep.
You love that shirt.
I love that T-shirt, light blue
Great
T-shirt.
shirt.
That's where I got the T-shirt from that concert.
Dude, then you gotta wear it.
That's
You gotta
right. Yeah,
represent.
I've
Um,
I've got another concert next week for Ocean Alley. You
sick
know,
man.
Ocean Alley, right? They're
Yeah, they have the really good remake of "Baby Come Back."
yeah,
Baby, wanna move, good see.
it's a good one for sure.
I'm a
And then I'm
really
gonna
good
go
fan.
to the Red Hot Chili Peppers in September.
Dude,
Nice.
that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Where have you seen them? Where have you seen the Chili Peppers?
Oh, Citizens Bank Park.
that's where the Phillies play.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Looking forward to that one for sure.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, so let's get into it, gentlemen. As I said, if you're splitting this up into rounds, let's start with excitement. I mean, just because Nathan almost entirely just listens to classic rock. I tried to like keep it in that realm so that we could all be like, oh yeah, we know, like we all know the music and stuff. But just think of this as like you're a kid in the '80s, right? And you're coming home from school. It's the last day of school. Summer's out. You got your Corvette. You're not driving a Corvette at 18. That's way too nice. But like the pop open car. Your mullet's flowing,
Yep.
and you're jamming this song, and you're just excited. So I wrote a bunch of options just in case someone were to take mine. If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna start us off here. This is a great gym song. This is a great. We're about to go out. Let's get excited, but maybe not like mumble rap like everyone else listens to. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say "Fox on the Run" by Sweet.
Little
If,
Guardians
if
of the Galaxy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Guardians of the
Guardians of the
Galaxy, big
Galaxy.
big Marvel fan. Every time I listen to that song, I'm like transported to like intense scenes from that movie. And I don't know, I just the beginning was like wanna. A little techno, a little synthy, it just gets my blood going a little bit. So I think that's when I'm gonna have to go for excitement.
Nice.
It's a good choice. It's a good choice. I remember Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. That was what was it in one of the trailers I think for it
Mm-hmm.
for the movie. And I remember that was like so exciting to finally see that trailer because the first movie was like one of our favorites.
Mm-hmm,
And
yeah,
we're waiting to see the follow up, right? And then we finally have this trailer 2 years later, and that song is in it. And yeah, I remember that one too. That's a good choice for sure.
thanks, brother. Sammy, what about yourself? Excitement. What gets you pumped?
Well, I had some things written down, but when you were describing last day of school, like top down in your car,
Mm-hmm.
like when you were describing that like setting.
I mean, that's just what came to my mind. It's like it's whatever you want, but at least that's kind of
Well,
the visual that came to my brain.
I mean, if with that visual in mind, the first song that came to mind was is Limelight by Rush. Like I
Rush,
feel
great.
like I could, if it was last day of school, you know, school's out, summer's starting,
Mhm.
I'm pulling out of the parking lot. I'm playing that song.
Yeah, fuck you, Nathan. Nathan's not a big Rush guy.
I
No.
gotta say, yeah, I don't like Geddy Lee's voice. I want to pee myself when I hear him. But I love the music's decent. The drummer's great.
The music's decent.
No, I
Yeah.
listen. A lot of people love Rush. I'm just not a big fan, but that's cool.
My dad, huge Rush fan, was like 20 years old and bawled his eyes out when he went to their concert. I think when they played that song. So that's a great selection. Gives you the goosies for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome. Limelight, Rush,
Nice.
Nathan.
Alrighty. So, oh my god. So I mean, I was between 3, and I'll narrow it down to 2 that I was really really close to, and I did pick one, but 2 of them: Born to Run, live 1985, Giant Stadium, Bruce Springsteen.
You love live music.
Yeah,
it has to be live.
I'm obsessed with live music. I will even if it sounds objectively worse than the studio recording, I just for some reason like it more. So, Born to Run live, love that. I also love Man in the Mirror. That gets me going crazy.
You got little Michael Jackson.
Yeah. And I will say, Man in the Mirror probably takes it for me on this one.
I was gonna say, dude, do you remember like a week before we graduated when I just came in my fucking underwear and we were just jamming out to that song?
Yep.
And then we went on the balcony and just was basically half naked for our entire neighborhood.
Of course.
That's how excited it gets you. I mean,
it gets you going crazy.
It gets you a little too excited. Like we were both like semi-erect the entire time.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, that's a great choice. MJ, I mean, he's had a little controversy recently, but doesn't mean the guy doesn't make great music, you know? Now, was this white MJ?
I don't know. Might be.
I think it was when he had with like the full white suit and the hat. You know what I'm talking about?
Might be.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah. So
remember,
that affects it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. You got to really consider that.
Yeah.
It's a great choice, though. Love how you kind of, dodge parameters of the game, pick 2 songs. Fuck you. But the final choice, Man in the Mirror.
Man in the Mirror takes it. Born to Run's a very, very honorable mention.
Yeah, Springsteen, Bruce. It's great. That's great. All right.
I have a bunch of honorable mentions. So if you guys have some like that you were close with and you want to mention,
Yeah. Just like off the bat, let's just read off a couple that I had. Hold the Line by Toto.
Yeah.
Runaway, Bon Jovi. Don't Bring Me Down, ELO. Blinded by the Light. Blinded by the Light. Love that song. Just like the album cover is like a golden ear. It makes no sense. Love it.
It's amazing how that song just sounds awesome, and he just says the same thing over and over again. And it's just
is he saying revved up like a douche? I mean, it doesn't really make sense. I don't know. I mean, whatever it is, it gets me going for sure. Sam, did you have any honorable mentions, or did you really?
This one was tough for sure, but I think Paranoid, Black Sabbath for sure.
Ooh, a little darker.
Yeah, but then this one's kind of out of left field, but it's called "He's a Pirate" by Klaus Badelt. It's a score from the Pirates of the Caribbean movie franchise.
Ooh, Sam's a big score guy.
Oh,
he loves movie scores.
Good choice.
The scores, I mean, a score can make a movie, man. Make or break a movie.
Hans Zimmer, love the fucker.
Yeah, he's like the best. But
Nathan, Duel of Fates, the Star Wars Duel of Fates. Like honestly, I probably should have put that one.
Oh my god, man, that gets
Duel of the Fates is insane. That John Williams Star Wars is just.
John Williams is.
I mean, could you imagine just like obviously that movie Phantom Menace was like pretty bad, but like that last scene with Darth Maul when he friggin' like pulls out that double-sided lightsaber and that that song is playing in the background, you're in the theater. Like, I literally couldn't imagine how electric that must have been.
I know. It's insane.
Yeah.
Nathan, what are some honorable mentions you had?
So, all right. So, Man in the Mirror was a choice. Born to Run, honorable mention. I did have one more, and that was Dream On, Aerosmith.
Mm.
When it starts.
It's a great one. Great one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna crash a car.
I remember that song was Dream On was in the was playing as the credits rolled for Miracle, the movie Miracle.
Mm.
With the hockey 1980 whatever it was, the USA team, like
Yep.
the you've seen it, right, Jack?
Yeah.
Was that at Lake Placid?
I think
Yeah,
so, yeah.
it was.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
In the Dax.
What did the Dax not
Yeah,
for you?
that's right.
Sick. That was sick. All right, so excited. Are you guys like big? Like, how integral is it? I know, Sam, it's been a while, but how integral is it to listen to music when you're like working out? Or like, Nathan, I know you like to take bike rides and stuff.
Yeah, it's honestly weird. I don't know. It just depends. Like I was in the gym today and I just didn't have music, and sometimes, honestly, probably 75% of the time I just don't bring music. But I like to. It just depends. And then biking, I feel like music. It's the same thing. It's like 50-50.
Yeah, you're like an artist in the sense where I feel like you like to sit and listen to the music and do nothing else and just appreciate the music.
Yeah, a lot of time. Yeah, I do that a lot of times. So I don't know. It's all over.
Okay, cool. Okay, so that was excited, happy. You know, it's. I mean, let me paint another scene for you. You know, let's say it's your wedding day, right? You just got married. One of the happiest, best days of your life, and you know you did the slow dancing. You did the dance with mom. Some tears were flowing, but now it's celebration time. You know, you're happy, butterflies in the stomach. When I think happy, I think a song that makes me want to dance, at least, or just kind of sway my hips a little bit, you know, at the least. So to kind of kick it off here, Nathan knows how much I love this song, but more than a woman by the Bee Gees. I feel like I just listen to that song, it's just like instant. Like the chorus is just butter. Like the what's the guy's name? Barry Gibb.
Yeah,
That's the lead singer. His voice is just like absolute butter on my toast. Like I love it. And then another song that's kind of also like in that style, I guess. You Make Me Feel Like Dancing by Leo Sayer. If you haven't heard it, very good song. Very like you feel like you should be prancing in a field when you listen to it. But
nice.
That's my happy. Sammy?
I like More Than a Woman. That's a great song.
Yeah.
Bee Gees, man. Something about those. I don't know. I always
those.
Isn't there something about, like, you know, because they're all siblings, right? In that band.
I think so.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy that they can all you know, what do you call it, match pitch or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, must be the genetics.
Must be. For my happy mood, I'm turning on Brandy by Looking Glass.
Oh, you're a fine girl.
I don't know what it's about. I couldn't tell you what the song is about, but man, does it sound good? Sounds nice. Just
I
like
think it's about something
down.
depressing.
What?
I think it's about something like super depressing.
It honestly might be, but it sure sounds good.
Yeah, that's a great choice. I love that song. That's a great, like, I was out on the water a little bit the other day. It's like a great, like, chill, happy vibe for sure. Nathan?
Another Guardians, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Guardians.
I mean, they have a great soundtrack.
Guardians Volume 2.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up choosing a song that just when you listen to it, it puts you in a good mood. When you're in a good mood, it puts you in a mood that's so great that you kind of want to go back down. It's so great. It's Here Comes the Sun, Beatles, George Harrison, classic.
I knew you were gonna pick a Beatles song.
Yeah. I mean, Beatles have a lot to choose from, especially for happy. And Here Comes the Sun is just, Here Comes the Sun. I mean,
Yeah,
it's great.
the message is great.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's the best about the Beatles is like their music. It's so simple. Like the premise, it's like very simple, and like the lyrics are very simple, but that's what makes it so profound. I feel like
Mhm.
there's no like. I feel like some songwriters try to get a little too like cute and stuff with like double meanings and stuff like that, and I feel like Beatles are they make songs that have messages that people can understand and that everyone can relate to.
Yeah.
You know, that's why they're the best, maybe of all time. You know,
It's a good way of looking at it there, Jack.
yeah. Sam, did you have any other? Actually, for this one, I don't know why I only had those two I mentioned. More Than a Woman's gonna be my final decision, but
Mhm.
maybe I'm like depressed or something. But I didn't have like a ton for Happy.
Yeah.
I had a second choice. It was Right Down the Line by Jerry Rafferty.
Mm.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, you would know it if you heard it, but
Yeah,
it's a good one. It's kind of the same. It's a similar feeling for as like you get when you listen to Brandy.
yeah. When I edit this together, I'll make sure to include like little snippets of all the songs and stuff. Like
Yeah, for sure.
Great.
Nathan.
Another one that makes me, it's the same kind of thing. Blue Sky, Allman Brothers. I love that song. The guitar, there's like
Yeah.
a 4-minute guitar solo in it, and it's great. I also had one more,
Mhm.
Get Together. Uh, Get Together, Young Bloods. It's like another '60s song. Come on, people now, smiling.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody. That one. So
Yeah,
another
like a
one.
big campfire song, maybe.
Really campfire vibes.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, Nathan's a big summer camp guy, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these were
100%.
found or listened to first in camp
Yep.
for sure. Speaking of summer camp, nostalgic. That's our next category here. You know, it's not even. I don't know. Nostalgic doesn't necessarily mean to me that it needs to like take me back to like a specific memory. It could. That could be how you define it. But I feel like it's a hard word to really grasp. I feel like it's one of those things when you just like hear a song and you just feel it and you can't really describe what you're feeling, but it's like just feels nostalgic. Maybe to nostalgic to a time or maybe I didn't even exist. But
It's an interesting feeling.
yeah, for sure. I guess where my selections came from, I feel like I always listen to nostalgic songs while I'm in the car. Um, like usually on like a long car ride, maybe I'm a passenger and I'm forlorningly just looking out the window, like thinking of better days. But I'm gonna say "Landslide" by Fleetwood Mac. Kind of sad, like kind of like a nostalgic, like it's one of those songs I don't really 100% understand what it's saying. I think I understand what the song's about, but I also could have no idea. Maybe Sam being at the concert could give us some insight, but some other ones I had. Actually, I'm gonna change it. Not Landslide. That's a good one, but I'm gonna go Best of Times by Styx.
You and your dad just, hey, great job, kid, today.
Yeah, me and my dad coming back from the baseball game before he brutally beat me. It's nostalgic. It could be different. It doesn't have to be necessarily nostalgic to a positive experience. But Best of Times, great song. I feel like the Best of Times. It's like in the name itself. It's nostalgic all over.
Great pick.
I also had Heat of the Moment by Asia. I just feel like that's like you're at like a school dance and the girl that you've been wanting to ask, it's like the crowd, the sea of the crowd parts, and it's just you two looking at each other like in a classic 80s movie. It's like the heat of the moment. I don't know. I'm a very visual guy when I listen to songs. I like to kind of go into my own fantasy world. So that's kind of where I'm at. Maybe I should be checked into a mental ward, but those are my selections. Samuel Alexander Ross.
I just before I start, I want to appreciate your selections here. Heat of the moment, man. What a song. I mean, and I like your visual you gave with the song. The
Yeah,
disco dance, the parting of the crowd. There's there.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I see it too. I see it too. I went a little different route, I guess you could say, like with my selections for nostalgic. I just went I went like more of like a like uh like when I hear this song, it reminds me of something like from the
Mhm.
past. I mean, it was like my past, right? Um, and the one that I wrote down as my most nostalgic is "Mr. Jones" by the Counting Crows.
Great song.
And the reason being is I remember it was a CD my mom had that she played like when it came out, played nonstop, like all the time we were driving in the car, like Counting Crows, like that CD, that album. That's what
Very
she.
underrated band. I feel like the Counting Crows.
Yeah, yeah, I love them. I
A lot of
love
good
Counting Crows.
songs. Is that your any other things that you were juggling
Oh,
with?
this one.
Song?
I mean, this one is not classic rock by any means, but this is also another one that I would hear in the car a lot as a kid. Uh, "Big Girls Don't Cry" by Fergie.
Great
I mean,
song, man.
if those of your listeners who are from the Philadelphia area, or at least the suburbs of Philadelphia, will know Q102. They play
Of course.
all the best of today's hits.
Q102,
Yeah,
your favorite station for I don't even know.
yeah, we would have that station on when we were driving as kids, and all those songs, Natasha Bedingfield, "Pocket Full
Yeah,
of Sunshine,"
dude.
you know.
You know
Um,
what Pocket Full of Sunshine reminds me of? Every time I hear it, I just think of Field Day. Elementary school. Do you have Field Day, Nathan?
Yeah.
right
Dude,
there, that's
like,
nostalgia right there, right?
do you know why Field Day was so beautiful? It's just like it just reminds you as a kid. Like I would get so fucking excited for Field Day, dude. It's literally like going outside, tossing water balloons, and jumping in a potato sack, and yet I could have been like in heaven. Like I just was so excited, and it's just
That was
like
it was a great day for sure.
simpler times as kids, man.
Mhm.
Your brain hasn't been abused by the trials and tribulations of life.
Yeah.
You just find the simplest things to be awesome. But sorry to go on that
No, you're
tangent there.
good.
But
I mean,
uh,
Q102, man, those days, man, they were playing some great tunes.
yeah, I mean, you could throw a bunch. I mean, like Dynamite, Tayo Cruz, Fire
Will Be
Burning,
Love,
Sean
Maroon
Kingston.
5. Sorry, didn't mean to
Yeah,
interrupt there.
nah, dude, Maroon 5, so good,
Yeah.
honestly. Those are great selections. Nathan, Thun.
Yeah, fun. Yeah, first of all, great selections from you guys. For nostalgic, um, so at the end of my final year as a senior camper at my camp, we decided on a song to represent the summer, and it was "On the Way Home" by John Mayer. It's not a very popular John Mayer song, but we played it. We actually like sang it all together in front of the camp, and like it's like kind of represents our group. And anytime I hear that song, immediately I feel nostalgic, sad, and happy
Mm-hmm.
about those times. So that's easily number one nostalgic song for me.
Mm-hmm. That's a good way to describe. I feel like nostalgia. It's a good way to put it. Like you're sad. It's like bittersweet, kind of like that's what it
Yeah,
feels like.
totally bittersweet. It's like you're happy because you are grateful and you felt these amazing feelings and like or whatever happened, but you're like sad that it's gone. So probably gone. So
Gone forever,
gone.
never to come back. Um, but yeah, maybe that transitions well
Oh, real quick,
to
I
our.
have
Yeah. No, sorry.
oh no, you're good. A few honorable mentions. These are actually all most of these are camp songs. "Waste" by Fish, camp song that we played. That's a great nostalgic song. "Company" by Dean Friedman. Uh, you guessed it. You guessed it. It's a Jewish summer camp. Most of our songs are written and recorded by fucking Jews. And uh, but seriously though, "Company," listen to that song. It's a great song for a bunch of reasons. There's this song, "House at Pooh Corner," Kenny Loggins and Messina, another
Mhm.
amazing one, and also Jack, You're Frozen for me. I don't know if is he frozen for you?
Yeah, he's frozen for me too.
Really? Can you not hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, that's all that matters. We're good.
Okay, and then the last one, When You Wish or Wish Upon a Star, the Billy Joel version. So, like, not the Pinocchio one, the same song, but he does it, and just reminds me of my childhood because my parents played it when I was like, Disney World. And
Is Billy Joel Jewish?
Billy Joel, I think his like mom or grandma or something is Jewish.
Okay,
I'm not really sure.
cool.
Maybe not.
Great selections. I literally don't think I heard a single song that you mentioned. I don't think I've heard any of those in my life before.
Yeah, you
So
should listen.
I'm going to, and then I'll think of when Nathan was at summer camp.
Yeah.
Okay, and then this last one we came up with. This is kind of Nathan's idea. Psychedelic, lifey. It's. I feel like it's one of those categories where it's distinct, and when it's like when you hear the song, you're like, yeah, it's a psychedelic song, but it's not. It's kind of hard to come up with off the jump. Nathan, I think I might be stealing one of yours because you showed me the song, but "Mind Games" by John Lennon, great song. And I actually think Sam showed me this other song. So this is a perfect little thing here. But Sam, did you show me "Suddenly" by Drug Dealer?
Yes, yeah.
Dude, that song's great. I listen to it all the time, and it's very. If you get the vibe, then like that's I guess what I was thinking at least in terms of psychedelic, lifey songs. But yeah, Sammy, what about you?
Psychedelic, that term, that genre, I guess I immediately associate Pink Floyd. I don't know if that's like, is that, I don't know. I mean, that's what I think of when I think of psychedelic, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I picked Time by Pink Floyd. And I mean, it's just like, the whole life, whatever, what was it? What was the word you used to describe it?
Lifey.
Lifey. Yeah, there you go. Lifey, psychedelic. I mean, I wrote down a line from the song. It goes,
he did his homework.
He goes, "You are young and life is long. There is time to kill today. And then one day you find 10 years have got behind you. No one told you when to run. You missed the starting gun." I mean, golly.
Dude, wow, that cuts deep.
I know, it does.
Wow, man.
It really does, man. And it's just that's what I'm talking about, right?
Dude, I really appreciate you fucking writing it. That was beautiful.
Thank you. I mean, I didn't write it. I just screenshot.
Thank you. That was sick. That was awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
Floyd's great.
Yeah.
Any other ones you had?
I picked another song by Pink Floyd, "Shine On You Crazy Diamond." That's a long one. I mean, not really sure what the meaning is, but it's I don't know. It was a song I listened to for the first time, and I remember looking at the sunset, and it was like a transcending experience. Listening, I wasn't, I was listening to this song. It's a 13-minute song, right? And like the lyrics don't even come in until 8 minutes in, and it's like,
no way.
Yeah, and we listened to the entire thing, start to finish, and it was just like I was just staring into the soul of the sun.
Yeah, that's sick.
As I listened to this song, it was pretty amazing experience.
You felt in touch with something bigger than yourself.
Yeah. Yes.
That's awesome. I'm excited to hear what Nathan has to say for this category.
Yeah, those are great. Oh gosh, "Shine On You Crazy Diamond" is such an awesome song. So I have a couple. First one is, first of all, I will say before, I can choose like any. You can choose any Beatles song for this.
Yeah.
There's just two Beatles songs that really, hit home. "Strawberry Fields Forever." That song, every time I hear that, I'm like, whoa, what's going on? What's really going on? Like, cut the curtain, like, open the curtain, like, what's going on? That song is is great. Especially, it's not even just the lyrics; it's just how everything works together, and also the crazy, weird music things that happen that's outside of the normal instruments. So that's one. Another Beatles, like kind of obscure song from the White Album. It's called "Long, Long, Long." Yeah, three longs, and it's another one. You should give it a listen. It's that one. As soon as you listen to it, you go, "Yep, psychedelic." That's as soon the first 5 seconds.
I mean, it says long 3 times.
Oh yeah, and
That's
then two
sick.
more. Uh, Louis Armstrong, "What a Wonderful World." That one.
And I think to myself, yeah,
Louis?
what a wonderful. That's great. I always think of Madagascar whenever I hear that song.
Wait, is that
The
song
movie?
that was in Madagascar?
Yeah, dude, great movie.
Oh man,
Sorry.
no,
You continue,
you're
continue,
good.
continue.
That song, like for a lot of reasons, that's a great one. Speaking of Louis C.K. Louis the theme song. No, I'm kidding. Last one is "Ripple" by the Grateful Dead. That's another one like "Strawberry Fields" that is just like, whoa, what's like? All right, cool. Let's you know.
Cool, man. My worldview has shifted. My brain has been melted.
We skipped sad, Jacker.
What? Yeah, no. I just realized that we'll go back to it.
Okay.
Let's end on a depressing note.
Yeah.
So sad. I'm a big sad song guy. Like I even if I'm feeling good, like I just like sad songs because I feel like I don't know, man. They elicit an emotion that sometimes I wouldn't even classify as strictly sad. It's like it just makes me feel something. Sometimes music doesn't really make me feel anything. It's like kind of bland. With all other medias like movies, TV, I want something that gets me to my core a little bit. Um, Pink Floyd song "Wish You Were Here."
Oh,
That's like a really sad song, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know "Welcome to the Black Parade" by My Chemical Romance?
Yeah.
That song is like I always think of like my dad and like I get like sad about like my dad getting older and like stuff like that. Like it's about like his dad like teaching his son lessons. And I literally am just remembering a song that I didn't write down. What's the song? It's like "Cats in the Cradle and the Silver Spoon."
Cats in the Cradle by
What?
I think it's called Cats in the Cradle.
By who?
By
who?
Harry Chapin.
Harry Chapin.
Yeah. That's it. I think that's the one.
Nice.
Great song.
And then Nate. This is a newer song. Me and Nathan had like a life defining moment to this song.
Car.
What in the car? When I Was Your Man by Bruno Mars. You know that song, Sam?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. And then my last one was I don't know if you guys ever listened to Rex Orange County, but Pluto Projector. It's an insane song. Like you should. It has like insane horns and this entire symphony at the end, where it's just like no lyrics for like 5 minutes. Just an unbelievable song. So yeah, those are probably my sad songs. Sammy,
Wish You Were Here is a good choice.
Dude,
that acoustic intro. Oh man,
my not to get like too personal, but my mom knew this girl. I don't know how they're connected, but like this was like 30 years ago. It was like her friend, and her friend's brother like got in a car accident or something when he was like only like 10 years old, and he died. And at the funeral, the kid's dad started playing "Wish You Were Here" on the guitar and singing.
Oh,
and like talk about like the saddest thing in the entire world is like hearing that. I'm sure there wasn't a dry eye in the house.
wow,
Like, that's just powerful stuff. Music, man, it's the best. It just portrays emotion in a way that nothing else can.
Universal language, right? Is that what they call it?
Yeah. Is that how they refer to it? Yeah.
Is it? I don't know. Maybe I'm making that up.
Dude, quote that. 'Cause that's a sick quote.
I
Universal
definitely
language.
heard it from somewhere.
Great quote.
Sammy.
Okay, I got a couple choices here. I mean, both of these songs. I mean, we'll just start with the first one. It's called "Fade Into You" by Maisie Star.
Never heard of it.
Or Mazzy Star. I don't know. It's which some I don't know how you pronounce it, but "Fade Into You" is the song title.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it doesn't matter who you are. If you've listened to the song before, you're gonna listen to this song and you're gonna be sad. Like, I don't think there's any way around it. Like, it's the saddest song I think I've ever heard of. Like, there's ever.
Let me write this down. What's it called?
"Fade Into You" by Mazzy Star.
Okay.
Yeah, you've probably heard it, but like if you haven't, you're gonna listen to it and know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, you don't even need to have any kind of emotional connection to this song. There's no, you're gonna listen to it and you're just gonna immediately be like, "Fuck."
Yeah. Just insta-depression.
Yeah,
Insta-depression.
for sure. Another one I had. This one I actually like. This one's tough. This one's "Heroes," the Peter Gabriel version. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Remember from this song was in the season 3 finale of Stranger Things.
I was looking at actually coincidentally was looking at the soundtrack today, and I remember that being on there. I'm trying to remember how it goes. I'll obviously loop it into the pod, but
and it's like the ending scene of season 3. This song's playing over the scenes that are happening.
Yeah, don't spoil it.
What?
Don't spoil it.
Yeah, no spoilers. But like,
it's a sad scene at the end.
It's gut wrenching for sure. And then this song is also in. It's Do you guys ever seen Lone Survivor?
No.
No. It was a movie. It was originally a book.
Mark Wahlberg, right?
Yeah. Mark Wahlberg was the actor. It was like originally a book about like some Navy SEALs who like were on some mission or whatever. It was a true story, and they like only one of them like survived, and like the rest of the team was killed. And the guy, the lone survivor, wrote a book about it, and then they made a movie about it. And the movie, it's a movie, whatever. Like I'm sure the book was better, but I didn't read the book. But I watched the movie, and they played "Heroes" by Peter Gabriel like over the credits.
Mm-hmm.
And they were showing all of the real men who were killed in this particular story. And man, it is tough to watch.
Yeah, dude, that sounds brutal.
And it was, oof, man. Yeah, that song is just, it's sad for sure.
Sounds sad. Thun.
Well, this is depressing. Okay.
This is a song called "Kill Yourself" by
So yeah, I only had one for this one. I mean, there's a bunch of sad songs, but this one's a sad song. It's a great song. "Sugar Mountain" by Neil Young.
Sugar Mountain. Dude, this is like a music education class for me right now. I'm getting some good songs I got to listen to.
Yeah, I feel like Nathan. I feel like you know a lot of like the deep tracks for a lot of these musicians that I've just like. I know who Neil Young is. I know the Beatles, but a lot of these songs you're talking about, like I haven't delved that deep. You know what I mean?
Dude, Nathan knows the entire Beatles discography as like the back of his hand.
I got a weird thing for the Beatles.
Too bad you can't listen to Neil Young on Spotify anymore.
No, dude, it sucks.
I know, right? It's kind of a bummer.
Okay, and to wrap it up, a final kind of wild card bonus round is right now. I don't know about you guys, but when I find a song I really like, or like, I'll have times where I'm just really into either like an artist or like literally sometimes one song where I'll just play the same song over and over again. That's how I like learn the lyrics to a lot of songs. But this is a song a song, album, band that you're just hooked on, like as of this moment right now. For me, I kind of mentioned him earlier, but I'm a big like R&B kind of like romantic song. I don't know if it's romantic, but just like lovey songs, I guess. Sam knows this song, but Until I Found You by Steven Sanchez. You know that song, Sam?
Yes. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
song.
it's a good song. It's like kind of over TikTok right now. Honestly, a lot of good songs on TikTok. And then like anything from Rex Orange County, just been listening to a ton. Um, it's he has music that I feel like I can listen to at my highs and my lows. So it's just like a definitely a good artist. If people aren't familiar with him, he's pretty famous though. But Sammy, what about you?
I've got a couple albums right now that I'm just like on, repeat for me right now. I've got
Mhm.
Lecker Boy by Sticky Fingers. It's an album. I just click play and just listen through the whole album, every single song. Love every single one of them.
You're welcome.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Jack, you showed them to me. They're an awesome band from Down Under, from Australia. Pretty sure they're
Yeah,
from Australia.
shrimp on the
I
barbie.
mean, man, like, honestly, like probably one of my favorite bands. Period. Just out of all time, like I love Sticky Fingers, and if they ever come, to the East Coast, I will certainly be attending a concert by them. And then
What about what's your favorite song off that album?
favorite song on the album? Oof, let me look. Let me look. Probably let me just go Crooked Eyes. Check out Crooked Eyes, Lecker Boy, Sticky Fingers. You won't regret it.
Mhm.
Great album. And then another album I've been listening to like crazy is Venus Ate Mars by Daily J. Another one of those albums you can just click play. Every single one of them is just stellar.
Venus Ate Mars. That's such a great. Is that the album or the band's name? Is Venus
The
Ate Mars?
album name is Venus Ate Mars, and Daily J is the band.
That's just such a cool album.
Yeah, it's a great album, dude. It's
Yeah,
just you got to check it out if you
I
like
gotta look up
me.
the cover art.
What?
I gotta look up the cover art for that. I feel like that's
Pretty, yeah. I mean, yeah. Check it out, man. It's just like I don't really know how to classify it. I don't really know what genre I would put it in, but it's just like
oh, so they're pretty like they're recent.
yeah. It's a new. It was both these albums are within the past couple of years.
Oh, cool.
Um, Sticky Fingers, that Lecker Boy came out in April of 2022, so that's really.
Mm. It seems
Um,
like they're a New Zealand band, so you seem to gravitate towards the Southern Pacific over there.
yeah, Daily J, Sticky Fingers, Ocean Alley, for sure. Like
Are they Aussies too?
Ocean Alley, yeah, think so.
Oh wow, man! Wow, crikey.
What can I say, Mike? I looked it down under.
All right, Nathan.
Since I've been getting into guitar more, I have been listening to like great guitar solo songs, and there's this two songs. So first one is this song by Santana that I've probably listened to 3 times an hour for the past 4 weeks. So
It's so many times.
It's called Samba Pa Ti, SAMBA space PA space TI.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a beautiful, melodic, awesome guitar song. I'm gonna listen to it when we hang up, and then
Is that a sneeze that you just did?
me?
Yeah, you just like sneeze, but also made like a horse noise.
No, I was just like giggling.
Yeah.
It was like a woo.
You mind if we take a quick break so I can listen to that song? No. It's a great song. Totally recommend. And then there's another one, Little Wing. So Little Wing has a bunch of versions. I think Hendrix is the one that wrote it. I'm not positive. But the Eric Clapton version live in San Diego. Eric Clapton, Little Wing live in San Diego. Not only is Eric Clapton's voice amazing, but that is some of the best guitar playing. That is some of the most awesome guitar solos. It's just a great song. So both those songs I've been listening to, most of my day consists of those 2 songs.
Has to be San Diego though.
Yeah.
The air, it made the reverb just so much better. The coastal cities. And I just remembered for a sad song. What's the song that Eric Clapton wrote about like his son falling out of the apartment?
Tears in Heaven.
Yeah, dude, that's a sad song, man.
That's a sad song.
Especially if you know the story. Oh my god. How do you even live with yourself after that? Anyway, it's been I felt like I'm not in college anymore, but I felt like I just took a music history class. Just a lot of songs I gotta listen to, dive into long, long, long.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? Like, can't wait
It's
to
been
get
a
into
long
that.
time.
Maybe cry over a little Heroes by, is it Peter Floyd? Is that
Peter
what it is?
Gabriel.
Peter Gabriel. Damn it. But a lot of good songs. Gentlemen, thank you so much. This has been a unbelievable episode, and I feel like a lot of people will enjoy this.
Thank you.
Glad to be here. Thank you, Jack.